Hey everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. In the last video, we began playing the game. We created Lotaeri, a very cute guy who's got some brains behind his beautiful smile, much like I do. Or at least I used to. So long ago now. But we're not here to hear me talk about how great I used to be. Lotaeri has some subterfuge, likely used to get himself out of or maybe into certain situations, and he's had a sordid past, with 2 points in melee and 1 point in lockpicking. He's learned about as much as he's going to learn from the American college system, which admittedly isn't all that much. Everything else from here on out will be more hands-on. Quite literally, I think. He was getting his hands on with his girlfriend, that's what we're going with, who turned out to be a vampire of the Toreador clan. They are more likely than others to be moved by emotions or fits of fancy, and Lotaeri here likely possessed something she really admired. She embraced us, and shortly thereafter, before she could explain why she did so, or what that would entail, we were captured, as was she, and we were almost killed. And she was killed. Nine Rodriguez, a member of the California Anarchs, leapt up to protest our soon-to-be execution after our sire was put to death after creating us. One does not just make vampires in the Camarilla, not without the blessing of the prince. Nine's outburst roused up the others in the theater, and likely Sebastian, the prince, made a split decision to spare us. However, he is not doing so out of mercy. We have to perform a task, and should we succeed in doing it, we'll prove ourselves worthy of more work, and of being worth the time he invested in us. And possibly, hopefully, a more secure future in the vampire society. At the very least, we can pray it will lead to a better home, because this place is a pit. What an awful apartment. We'll talk more about it in a few minutes. So, before we actually start playing the game, everyone, I need to apologize for some things. It has been too long since I recorded that last part. That last part that was uploaded was done, sometime in like early August. It's now September, I think today's the 10th or 11th. I ran into a bunch of bugs when I tried to record this game 2 days ago. I would try to go out onto the beach, and the game would immediately crash, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. I ended up installing an older version of the unofficial patch, which is what I am using. I was originally using, I think it was a release candidate, version 11.0, I think, or it might have been 10.2, but I fell back to version 9, which is, I think, a more stable release. And it still crashed when I ran out on that beach. After an hour or two of trying various things, I believe I have discovered the cause. The game does not want me to replace the music with my own music. Even if the files are exactly the same, like they're named the same, and they're still the same format, which is MP3s, something about the game really hates that I replace the music with my own, or at least that's what seems to be the case at this moment. What this means is that before I walk into any of the bars, I am going to cut the recording, and then I'm going to mute the music. And I'll try replacing the bar music with the music I had originally intended to play in that bar. I'll have to do some video editing, and a lot of elbow grease to do it. But you guys are worth it, so. In any case, this means that I have done a tiny bit of this before now. So these early parts, which is to say this video and probably the next one, at least the early parts of the next one, will not be quite as forgotten as they had been when I was attempting to record this game 3 days ago. So, that said, I'll still act like everything is new, so, we'll fake it together. And I'm sure no one will mind. And with all of that in mind, welcome to our homely home. I'm going to quickly cut this, because I like how this part came out. Alright, so, it looks kind of like the place where we were embraced, to tell you the truth, right? The walls look pretty bad there, the bed looked pretty much exactly like this bed looks. Heavily stained. Disgusting. I think this is our heater. The outlets don't have any covers on them. There's holes in the baseboards, which means that we probably have rodents in the house and insects crawling all throughout it. We can hear cars outside. It sounds like we're close to a highway of some sort, and probably a parking garage as well. Very thin walls on the outside and inside of this apartment. This is awful. Look at the rafters. We can see the pipes on the rafters. It's awful. I would go insane having to live here more than a single day. I'd rather be on the street. I'd rather be on the street. I think I'd rather be on the street. I'm pretty sure I'd rather be on the street. It's a nice carpet, though, right there, that rug. But anyway, let's look check by the rug. Yes. All right, so this is our safe house. This will be our base of operations for our time, at least here so far, working for Mr. LaCroix. And speaking of work, why don't we see what work he has in store for us? Just like in Underworld, we've got a computer here with the tasks for what we'll need to do for the immediate future. It looks like someone left us a really nice note card and some other information. So let's go ahead and read these first. Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over after you get settled. Mercurio. Cash? How much cash do we have? $0. Your wallet is empty, baby. You're so broke you can't even afford to pay attention. Sunrise? Alright, well, let's look at the mail first before we look at what was left for us in the desk. Alright, we've got 5 mails. We'll go through them in order. So, a reminder. From LaCroix. Mercurio will contact... Oh, what? Mercurio will contact you when you arrive in Santa Monica. Waste no time in meeting with him. Sebastian LaCroix. Dang! It's big, you know? Well, it's from Hung Low at TrojanBotNet.VTM, so don't open any attachments here. But right there in all caps, we got penis enlargement. Watch the girls come running. Call today. 1-800-555-STICK. Good to know that even the Vampire Network here in the dark... I forgot what it's called now. The World of Darkness, there we go, is also filled with spam. We can just delete this one at least. Kilpatrick's Computer. From Arthur at DirtCheapInternet.VTM. Looking for that lazy-ass ex-husband who's late on his alimony payments? How about that jerk who knocked you up? Look no further. With Arthur Kilpatrick's amazing crime computer, you can find almost anyone with a record. And these days, that's just about everyone. So come on down to Arthur Kilpatrick's bail bonds. If you've got the deadbeat, we've got the technology to find him. Is that right? Just because some jerk knocked you up. Doesn't seem like you would get a record for doing that, not on its own. We'll hold on to this, though. That sounds like something we might want to look at later. And I think I'll just delete Sebastian's reminder. And I just saw this is the email for Suckhead. So, I don't think Mercurio was the one who set up our computer for us or made us an account and set us up on the Vampire Net. I think it's someone else, and I might even know who it is, but I'm not going to do any spoilers this early on. Okay. Let's look at welcome. From Mercurio. Hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated, and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm going to pick up explosives right now, some astrolite. I should be back by the time you come over. I'm at 24 Main Street in number 4. Walk to the end of the alley, and my building is the next one on the right. Sounds like he's right next door to us. The opening. From a friend. The game begins. It does indeed. A pawn is moved, and I suspect that is us. I'll hold on to that mail. Now, it just occurs to me, everyone, that I had to redo the tutorial, and I don't think I mentioned it in the 5 minutes I was covering the synopsis of what happened last time. But yes, I had to, when I reinstalled the old an older version of the unofficial patch, I was forced to redo the tutorial because my saves were no longer valid. But this ended up working out for me, because I now have a knife that I didn't have on the recorded playthrough, the tutorial. Right at the very end, the human with the gun, not the one with the bat, I was fumbling with hotkeys at the time, and he was very close to us, and he switched from his gun to this knife. So we actually have a okay melee weapon this early on in the game. This costs quite a bit of money, I think, if you want to purchase a knife early on. So that really works out for us. Anything in the fridge? Blood packs. Routinely used in hospitals for transfusions. Using it restores blood points. I believe 2 blood points are restored per blood pack, and there's 3 inside the refrigerator. I will take just one of them with me. Blood packs are basically your power potions. They restore a portion of your blood pool over there on the right. We won't listen to the radio at this moment, but there's some amazing sound clips on this. I don't think there's any music. It's basically talk radio that you get to listen to in commercials. They're great, but we've already done 5 minutes of talking, so maybe in the next episode when we start, we'll listen to the radio for like 6 minutes or so, and I'll put a skip link in the video so you can skip it if you don't want to listen to that. Nope. Not a single day. I would not be able to stay in this apartment for a single day. It would drive me absolutely nuts. Although, I suppose, to be fair, it's free, right? We're not paying rent for this. And I guess having a roof over your head is better than not, but oh, this is awful. Oh, what was inside the drawer? A money envelope contains $100. An envelope containing a bit of cash. We'll take that. How much money now do we have, wallet? Looks like you've got a wallet set for a night on the town. Really? I don't think $100 is a night on the town any longer. That might have been 20 years ago when this game came out. Well, this game didn't come out 20 years ago. It was a little later than that. But still, this is, I don't really feel like this is, $100 is enough any longer. The things you listen to, by the way, on the radio and the TV, some of them do have some relevance to the things you will be encountering in the video game. So it would behoove you to listen to the radio and watch what's on TV every so often. Oh, hey, our inspection of 1 is allowing us to notice this pill bottle. What is this? Estrogen. Caution. Do not take if male. I can't read any of what this says. Interesting. This is a vampire hideout, isn't it? Like Safe House. I'm assuming for people who work with LaCroix. Would a vampire need estrogen? Maybe. We're not really a human anymore, are we? Like, we look like a guy. We have memories of dating. Like our girlfriend, for example, right? The one who embraced us. But maybe we would need testosterone now. Maybe if we want to have certain parts of us continue to work. Maybe? I'm not sure how that works. This is a fire hazard. This is also really disgusting. Oh! And there's a normal watch behind the toilet. We'll take that normal watch. So, we just saw that this pill was glowing. That watch was not. This lets me explain and get away from this bathroom. This lets me explain, I suppose, inspection a little bit more. Inspection is not luck. It does not make things appear, to my knowledge, if they were not already there to be found. They just draw your attention to those things, if you might have skipped searching that area. Anything back behind the plant? Not today, or at least not right now. Nothing in that vent. This is a really creepy apartment. My apartment powers the light outside? No. No, it just goes through the wall. I don't hear anything in the neighbors. maybe they've got something that can help us. But if they do, we'll need one more point in lockpicking. Lockpicking skill below difficulty of 5. With blood buff, we can open that door. Though I think we'll find a key for it. That door later. And I think we'll find it in that planter, if I remember correctly. I will do a little bit of spoilery stuff, everyone. I'm not going to spoil the story. But if you see me skipping like a door, like that door, for example, I'm doing so because, again, I think we get a key later for it. I remember some of this, but not very much of it. And this one doesn't even have a handle. What the heck? And it doesn't look like anyone was even ever installed on this door. So this one is just not going to ever be openable. LA Sun, late edition. The Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. Police baffled. 25 cents. Related story? I can kind of read this. The something office, a something related story to your something is what that says. And right in the center of the paper is what I'm looking at. The slightly bolded text inside those lines. Can we get into this room? Not at the moment. Okay. It sounds like someone's sleeping in the room that has no handle in it. Good for them. I guess they just really don't like company at all. We have a mailbox. We will occasionally get mail, and we can put mail here as well. But we're new to Los Angeles. We have nothing here. All right, everyone. And on that note, let's head on out. I said Los Angeles. I meant California. Let's go ahead and brave the horrors of California together.
You got some change, mister?
Poor guy. Here, it's not much, but I hope it helps.
That's very nice, thank you.
I guess you could feed on him, if you want. So, I'm gonna be doing lots of walking, everyone. So, we're gonna have lots of time to talk, and this is gonna be a bit slower paced than probably many other Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines playthroughs are, when people are running around like, you know, like running around. But I don't do that, so we're not gonna do that here. But that means I have to talk with you guys a lot more often to make it entertaining for you. Oop. But not talking over cutscenes. What's happening to us? Well, that looked awful. That poor guy. I'm assuming that blood is his, and it looked like he might have vomited up, or sounded like he might have vomited some of it up. I think this is Mercurio's place as well. We should see if that wasn't him. First, though, I guess, well, do we want to... Yeah, actually, let's go straight to there and see what that was all about. Well, actually, first we'll talk with this guy. Hello, sir. What are you doing out here?
Yes. Is there something I can, help you with?
What are you doing?
Waiting for that blasted tow truck I called an hour ago. I'd rather not wait another second in this part of town, this time of night. It's a rather dreadful place, don't you think? I should have listened to my mechanic. By German, he said.
Oh, man. I've been in this guy's shoes many times before. My current car breaks down like once a month. I really need a new car. It's still cheaper to fix them every single time than it is to buy a new car and make payments on it, so. In any case, let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'm playing a straight guy, but on that same note, we're not really a human anymore. So I've kind of viewed this guy mostly as food. And since we're not going to get down and dirty, why not see if he'll let us feed on him? Looking for a little company?
I've suddenly got the urge to walk down that dark and foreboding alley over there. Care to join me?
Yes! He's open to it. There's no need to go that far. So I believe... I thought we were going to ask him for money, actually, honestly, but this looks like we might get a chance to feed on him. Yep, okay, we're feeding on him. So, because we got his permission, we are not breaking the masquerade. No one will care that we are doing this. And we'll make sure not to kill him. Remember that the feeding on someone is very pleasant, supposedly, for that person. They don't mind it at all. They love it, supposedly, if I remember the lore correctly. Except the Giovanni. Giovanni is horrifyingly painful. But otherwise, it's very nice. That's what I remember it being described as. Alright, so... I'm guessing whoever that was probably dropped off by a cab, vomited blood all over the ground, and then we saw him crawl into... Yeah, this was described as Mercurio. Yeah, 24. This is Mercurio's place. He was at apartment 4 in here. And it looks like, yep, that's going to be his place. Someone's having some fun there. Hacking, to my knowledge, won't get you into a locked keycard door. You must have the keycard to go in there. Oh, my hotkey's not working for a quick save. That's a bit awkward. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, wow. Oh, poor Mercurio. He has seen better days.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here.
You want me to call an ambulance?
What? No. I got a record back east. I'm heat day. Don't touch that phone. No goddamn cops.
I thought there was a hospital across the street from our apartment. I guess that's a clinic or an urgent care. You look pretty bad. You sure?
No cops.
Are you Mercurio?
Yeah. You looking for the astrolite? Oh, I can feel a draft on my fucking insides. They shanked me, the bastards. The blood ain't working no more. My head, it feels cracked. Oh, I think my eyes popped.
Stay with me. What happened?
What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit. My rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
It's a broken bottle. Oh, poor guy. Oh, tell me what happened to you.
Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organization seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kick in it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. I had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Vamp blood?
Right, you're straight off the bus. Once a month I get fed vampire blood. Heals me faster, makes me stronger than a normal human. I don't age. By looking at me, you wouldn't realize it, but I'm almost 60.
Wow. Yeah, you look pretty good for being 60, aside from all the blood and bruising you have at this moment. So where do I find the astrolite now?
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. The one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money, too, that prick.
So you're telling me I have to get it myself? Great.
You gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know.
Is there anything I can do to help you, Mercurio, before I head on out there? You look like you're in a terrible amount of pain.
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
I'll bring something back for you.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Good to know. Goodbye. I think he's saying there, please don't tell the prince. He's failed him. Please don't do that. And if we don't tell the prince that, what happened, then Mercurio will reward us for not doing so. I remember a little bit about this. He has a shop, and I think his prices are decent, and I think he has some of the best ranged weaponry in the game, much later on in the game, like the very end of the game. I remember him selling a flamethrower, and so I feel like I should tell you guys this, because, well, it's somewhat important. So, I don't think I will tell the prince, but you can tell the prince what's happened. And the prince himself will be a bit shocked, and I think a bit apologetic about what occurred. But he'll have Mercurio killed, I think. But in return, I think you get something if you do so. If nothing else, just mocking the prince itself might be worth it to you, if you do hate LaCroix. Alright, well, since Mercurio is currently incapacitated, and he doesn't have the explosives, and he's not going to contact the prince to tell him what happened, then we have a little more time to explore. So why don't we get ourselves more situated with what's happening here in California and in Santa Monica. If any of you live in California, you have to tell me if that is like an accurate sign. I somehow don't think it is on the highway. Oh, yeah, that is the highway right there. Right next to our apartment, so that would make sense. And what is this place? Tripp's Pawn Shop. Alright, well, let's head in and say hello to Tripp. He's open pretty late at night. I guess that really works out for us. What's he got? Wow, everyone. Wow. Crt Televisions. Right. This was back in, like, what, 2003 or so? Probably people still owned a lot of these. I mean, all plasma screens. These days are flat screens. We have a very old, what looks like a coffee maker. Some paintings, some candelabras, wireless mouse and keyboard. That's pretty cool for back then. Some vases. I got no clue what that is. A microwave oven. Some boom boxes. Some stereos. Wow. That's some nice looking jewelry, actually, as well. Got a ladder back there. If you want a ladder. Some, it's like hockey. Some ski sets. DJ tables. Nice. Very nice, Tripp. Nice about drum set, too. Nice amount of stuff you got back here.
Hey.
Hey, man.
How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or...
Well, what's your name?
You call me Tripp. I own this shop.
Oh. Nice to meet you, Tripp. That's a weird nickname. Are you doing drugs?
No. Not really. Sorry.
Not really? There's a clinic across the street. Can I get you something for a discount?
Thanks. You, new to Santa Monica?
Yeah, I am. Is it that obvious?
It's not a big surprise. We get you faces through here night after night. Used to be more tourists, but now, I don't know, man. It's more like drifters.
Why do they come here?
Beats me. Santa Monica is dead. I don't know why anyone comes out here anymore.
This is kind of a neat effect. This is a slash window we're seeing here. It's adding a bit to this conversation. I see. I like to buy something.
All right, here's what we got today.
So, the prices of what he's selling is impacted by any discount you might have with that merchant and your finance score. Our finance score is 1, I think. I think it's 1. So the prices when we sell things to him are extremely, extremely low. As you can see. Oh my goodness. This Cult Police Positive Special is only worth $7. You know, we didn't read any of this stuff. So I think we'll go ahead and read about some of this stuff right after we're done talking with Trip. I think he might sell us weapons. Let's see if he'll do that.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
I didn't really go anywhere, Trip. Maybe you need some more of those drugs. Do you sell weapons?
No. Not really. Sorry.
I'm not convinced.
You know, you really don't seem the criminal and or undercover cop type.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Let me see what you have.
All right. Come and take a look then.
Okay, so he's now selling bullets to us. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so when I was recording this part earlier, he was selling a knife. And so the knife he was selling cost $90 if I wanted to buy it. If I want to sell him a knife, it's $5 to sell it back to him. I think we will sell our tire iron to gain a tiny bit more cash. And I think that will do. Okay, so Trip sells bullets for our handgun if we want any. While we're doing this, everyone, so let's spend a few seconds reading about some of the inventory items we've picked up. Because I like doing that. Actually, no, what? No. I'll wait till the end of the video. That way, anyone who doesn't care about that won't feel like they have to sit and listen to me read the inventory descriptions. And I'll talk about leveling up then as well. You and I, viewer, can spend some quality time together up at our apartment later. Right now, though, let's keep looking around in Santa Monica. Devil's Brand Tattoo, professional body piercing. And you need a key card to go into that place. Oh, right. Everyone will try to run out of the rain, I believe, if it is raining out.
Need something, pal?
If it is raining outside. Hey, I'm okay. I was just looking for someone.
Oh, man, wait. Say that again.
Okay. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
There's a bum standing right behind you. I don't know what you think you know, but I'd recommend you forget it.
Hey, I work for a vampire. I don't know how much I should tell you, but oh, man, damn! It would be awesome to talk to someone else on the inside. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
Okay, well, he left, so I guess this will be okay. I don't feel like I should break the masquerade, though. I might know what you mean.
Hell yeah! Oh, man! I knew it! Oh, jeez, I knew you were! I just could tell! Oh, man, this is great! And I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, man.
Nice. Are you a vampire? How do you know all this?
I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago. When this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
You said, wasn't it hard actually to enter the world of vampires?
Nope. My new boss has set me up.
You said you're a ghoul. What is that?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and, ooh, watch out.
You seem to enjoy it.
It's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like, well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
Okay. So, can I ask you some questions?
Oh man, yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Well, is there anything I should know about in Santa Monica?
Oh yeah, here's something. There's a blood bank in the basement of this medical clinic here. That can come in mighty handy for vampires. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, sure. Yeah, can I ask you something else?
Oh man, yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
How do I get to the beach from here?
Just go down to the end of the street, make a left into the parking garage, take the steps down, and the tunnel will lead you right out into the beach.
Thanks, Knox. One more question for you.
Oh man, yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Who was the vampire that made you a ghoul?
Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you well, because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh man! Well, other than my master. So I thought I'd just say, what's up?
Sure. So what are you doing around here then, Knox?
Well, look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission for my master. Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh, man! Important stuff to do.
See you around, Knox. I'm not going to insult the guy. He seems super happy, if a bit absent-minded. That's a pretty suspicious look he's giving us, though. So there's a blood bank here, huh? Well, why don't we see if we can get in, then, and visit the blood bank? So this is a medical clinic, not a hospital. So it sounds like it's probably like an urgent care. Maybe a little more fancy, because they probably have actual drugs here, as opposed to just letting you leave with a prescription. Actually, well, no, they even have some drugs, I think, in an urgent care, but just they don't only have a tiny bit. I guess this is an urgent care. Hello, sir.
Excuse me? No.
No, hello, ma'am. This guy looks pretty much exactly like my father. And my father had an outfit exactly like that in the late 60s / early 70s. Same colored pants, same color shoes, same color jacket. All of that. That's pretty awesome. Hey, Papa, how you doing?
No.
Okay. Well, you You still look good. Still look good. Hello, sir.
It's a nice night out, huh?
Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Yeah, this must be the waiting room for the urgent care. God, that must be so horrible.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
I'm just bringing my friend who's being treated some personal items.
All right, go on back.
Yes! Okay, we can get... So, if we tried to walk back here, we would not be allowed. And I think if we continued to try, she would have called the police. And then we would have had to have dealt with that. We haven't talked about the police yet. We'll do so if we ever get the cops called on us. Don't be jealous. We're allowed back here. You just had to lie. None of these look like the blood bank. Well, we do know how to do a little sleuthing. So why don't we do a little sleuthing? Oh, sounds like lots of sick people are here. Blood bank downstairs. Okay, well, let's head on downstairs then. And we'll see how expensive blood is. It's pretty expensive. I'm just going to tell you. You want to buy bags of blood? That's not something that normally you'll be able to do. Although the gentleman here will sell us blood, it will be expensive. What do we got here? 13 stimulants in every bottle. 13, yellow snow, disgusting, sex, triple team, dirty Sanchez. Oh, God. And we have liquid demon seed. We have Babal's seed, ecstasy. That's pretty cool. That's a nice pun. Rondo and dank stank. Slobber at down 2. Oh, slobber it down. Sorry, slobber it down. Ugh, disgusting. Maybe it's a good thing we end up being a vampire. We won't be tempted to drink any of that nonsense anymore. Well, no one's around. There's no cameras here. Let's see if we can get into the back room. Difficulty of 9. That's a no. Yep. I see you're the employee of the month, Vandal. You're not creepy at all.
You next up for the needle? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh, but isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Jack. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
Does everyone here have auspex, like level 2, against sense I'm a vampire? You offering?
Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood shit. Very refreshing to find a decisive customer. I respect that. So, what'll it be?
How much?
If you have to ask.
Show me what you got. 99 for a normal blood pack, and 198 for a blue blood pack. Blue blood packs, I think, restore 4 points of blood, and normal blood packs are 2. And it looks like there's no real discount for buying for them. He's selling 1 of each, it looks like, at this moment. Alright, Vandal. Oh my god. I always feel so bad whenever I'm waiting at a hospital in the emergency room or at urgent care. So many other sick and injured people. It's awful. And I don't mean that like waiting around them. I mean, it's just, God, it's just the amount of misery people are in just waiting to see a doctor. Oh, I feel so bad for all of them. The longest I ever had to wait in a emergency room waiting room was 9 hours to see a doctor as well. That was an awful day. Normally it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to be seen. Well, since we are allowed back here, why don't we visit that friend of ours and see if we can deliver some items to them? Oh.
Please, get a doctor.
I'll see what I can do.
My insides, it hurts so bad.
Oh.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions.
But there's this girl over there, and I think she's going to die.
See here now, I'm the only physician here at the moment. We got twice as many people as usual waiting for treatment. I'll look at her as soon as possible. Try to talk to her. Keep her awake.
But
I've got a man in there with a bullet in his head. My nurse paged Dr. Roberts a half hour ago. He'll be here any time. Till then, stay with your friend and make sure she doesn't go into shock. I must go.
okay.
Sir, can you hear me?
Dr. Buzman, tell the operator. Dr. Buzman, tell the operator.
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Stay with me. I can save you. Oh, poor girl. I've been in this much pain. Anything to make the pain stop. Maybe my blood can save you. We did learn from Nox that our blood has healing powers. You all right?
You... Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
Nothing. Just a nurse.
No, you did something. I can feel it. It's fixing me. I kissed your wrist. What did you do?
Look, just forget about this and don't say anything. You'll be fine.
I feel like I know you. Like you've always been here.
We don't know exactly how powerful our blood is. And we don't really appreciate what making a ghoul would do. Well, we should have been a little more careful, perhaps, but I wouldn't let her die. I really must be going now. Hopefully it sounds like she's much better. If nothing else, taking the pain away is such a relief in and of itself. And yes, I am going to shut this door. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're shutting it. Yes! Yes! Okay, so, speaking of taking pain away, we could use some more morphine. Some more morphine. We could use morphine, period. Not for us, but maybe for Trip. And if nothing else, we could use some for Mercurio. But it doesn't look like there's any in this room. And what is this? Los Angeles Hospital, Department of Mental Disorders. Dr. Franklin Payne, medical doctor, PhD. Attention. Police chief, Santa Monica Police Department. The patient's mental state over the past 2 years might best be described as emotionally unstable. The patient has a mild form of something I can't understand, accentuated by temporary something and an instability in his emotional state. I can't read that. Has revealed that the patient had an abusive father. His subsequent feelings of rage and jealousy towards his wife are a direct result of the fear and overprotectiveness he felt for his mother during the years of his adolescence. Patient's mental stability and something through a controlled program of psychoanalytic and medication, psychoanalysis and medication, and we felt that he was ready to reintegrate into society after his breakdown last year. Recent sessions with the patient have been both positive and reassuring. He seems to be taking his medicine daily, and his aggressive feelings for his wife seem to have diminished to nothing. I spoke with his wife as well, and she feels that he has totally recovered from his current state. My professional opinion is that the aggressive feelings is completely harmless as long as he is medicated. If there is a problem with the patient that I need to be aware of... is that right? Please contact me at your earliest convenience, and I will assist you in any way I can. Sincerely, Dr. Franklin Payne. Dr. Franklin Payne. Oh, that was really the wrong button to press. Okay. Actually, what the heck? No anims PC near NPC. That's interesting. I want to save the game before, I lose all the progress I've made so far. Okay, so... Alright, maybe that'll come in useful later. So we learned a little bit of information about the police chief, and yes, I can read that, as you can see, or hear. So we're probably not allowed to be back here.
Mr. Business, tell the operator. Dr. Business, tell the operator.
No one's gonna mind, though, I think. Computers for Grandma, our very first book, everyone. Let's go and talk about books really quick. Actually, yeah, we should. So, books in this game require a certain level of research in order for you to read them. And then, they affect a certain statistic. In order to benefit from the book, though, that statistic must be within a certain threshold. I think the computer book, in order to benefit from it, your computer skill must be 2 or lower. It might be 1, actually it might be 1 or lower. Yeah, 1 or lower, so you can read it 2 times, for example. If you had 1 computer skill, it'll increase it to 2. And if you had no computer skill, it'll increase it to 1. But if you had 2 computer skill, reading about computers from this book, you already know everything the book would cover. All the books in this game work in some capacity to that way, with varying thresholds and various amounts of research required to read them. I believe they've fixed the glitch in this game as well. Originally, I would sell this book to Trip, and then I could buy this book multiple times back from him. But I think they fixed that bug. Why don't I go and check really quick off screen, and if I can't do it, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, the bug's not fixed. It does work that way. So let's go ahead and sell it this to Trip. And then I'm going to rebuy it twice from him. So let's go ahead and do this right now. So the penalty for doing this is that... So first off, this is... it's not cheating. But it is what I intended to do a long time ago. When I was originally thinking about my stats. And in addition to that, well, it's not free. It'll cost us money to rebuy this book from Chip. So, there is a cost associated with it, so I don't really find it cheating. We can pretend that he just photocopies the book for us, but it's a bunch of money to do so because he's got to photocopy every single page.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
I'd like to buy something, Trip.
All right, here's what we got today.
So let's sell the book to him. And that was $15 we earned.
Thanks for coming back. What you need? All right, here's what we got today.
And now we'll buy the book from him again. So now we're down to $67. I think while we're here, even though he promised us a discount, I'm going to sell some stuff to him. So we'll sell this estrogen, and I'll sell this normal watch. Try to get us back up to $100 again. Or close to it. And you know what? I don't... that will be fine. We'll just do that. Can we sell this? I'm not going to sell a blood pack. Alright, so... let's go ahead and read the book, and then we'll check Trip's inventory again. So, computers for grandma. To begin, put the foot pedal on the desk and push the power button on the metal box. This is the house for your friend computer Chip, the enchanted electronic pixie that can do 4.8 billion calculations per second. Wow, that's fast, Chip. Do you see an image on the magical computer window? Reading this will boost your computer knowledge. There we go. So that gives us 1 point of computer, which is effectively 3 experience points. That is amazing, especially early on in the game. And now...
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Trip.
All right. Here's what we got today.
We'll be selling more of these books, so we could buy another one if I wanted to. I will wait to buy that book until later, I think. I'm going to save the game here, just in case. I don't think he shuffles his inventory after I leave. Okay, so now let's go back to the hospital and keep exploring it. In the early game, experience points is very difficult to get. You will be fed a trickle of it. But to be fair, early on in the game, your stats are very cheap to level up. We'll cover level upping everyone in like another 10 minutes or so when we're done with this episode. We'll go back to our apartment, and at the beginning of this episode, we'll watch some TV, we'll listen to some radio. I'll put a skip link in that video so you don't have to listen to that if you don't care, and then we'll begin that episode. But early on, it's very cheap, obviously, or maybe it's not so obviously, to level up your various skills. Later on, it gets more and more expensive to level them up higher. And so, but still, it's difficult to get the experience points you need early on to increase your skills. So books you can find, in particular, are very helpful. And I have, in the past, I remember, planned around finding a few books. 2 in particular I'm interested in is that book that we just sold the Trip, and there's another book about handguns that we will find at some point. That one's also super important, because I think we can benefit from it 2 or 3 times, actually. Surgical forceps are not a toy. Okay, well, there's 3 emails here, and 2 are unread. Let's see if we can access this computer's email system. So, I have no clue what the password could be. So, we're going to be forced to use our hacking feed. Hopefully, a hacking of 2 is enough to get us... Sorry, is that right? What is our hacking at the moment? 2. Ooh. Why is it 2? What improves hacking? Computer and wits improve hacking. Okay. What does wits improve? Hacking and combat defense. Okay. Well, hopefully hacking 2 will get us into this computer. And it will. Okay, perfect. I think it's kind of weird, but most of the passwords in this game, if I recall correctly, are actual words. Nothing's like I can't remember any random series of characters. And so, it's kind of like real life, how everyone uses passwords that aren't really safe. So, but if you see yourself hacking and you see yourself typing in random characters, you don't have the hacking skill to get in. So, email for D. Boyle, a little help. From Fred Dingo. Hey, Danny, I could use a little help down here. Can you go up to the controlled substances for some morphine? I'm pretty busy right now. Thanks, F-Dog. Okay, so they have some morphine up in controlled substances. What's next? Your mama from Fred Dingo. No, it's not for my personal use, you bastard. Smiley face. I didn't know they were out upstairs. Maybe you can get some in Malcolm's office. By the way, your mother wears combat boots, F-Dog. Okay, so we need to find Malcolm's office. What's next? Amnesia from Fred Dingo. Oh, shit, that's cold. But I'll make sure to knock before I go in. I'd hate to catch him in the middle of a pelvic examination. And by the way, tell your mom to stop calling me F-Dog. Who is that? Who are these two again? From... It doesn't say who it's from. This is the... Danny Boyle is who this was written for. And we have not seen the administrator. There's a single doctor here at the moment. Who's the personnel that's here? So, St. Martin M. Malcolm St. Martin is our night shift senior physician. That must be the guy who's here at the moment. Who we talked to earlier, who told us to stay with the girl who was wounded. D. Roberts, the guy who's the administrator. Roberts, D. Has never lost a patient. No one can succeed like Dr. Roberts. Wait, really? Oh, Danny Boyle is the administrator. Okay. Thornton K. Several malpractice suits filed against him for unnecessary gynecology. Suggest termination. Oof. Right. That probably relates to the email. Sounds like multiple doctors are doing unnecessary pelvic examinations. I think basically they're having sex with patients is what's going on. And it sounds like Mr. St. Martin and Thornton are both doing this. Who is Flatbotomus P? Phil Flatbotomus is a loyal employee and a hard worker, but seems to have various digestive tract abnormalities, which unfortunately result in an increased rate of flatulence. The smell of these phenomena is nothing short of horrendous. It seems we may have to do something about him. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. B.E. Dr. Bill has worked as this clinic's internal wrangler since 1999. Yes, I'm hearing all the nightmarish sounds everywhere as well in this place. I don't think we get diseased, by the way, as a vampire, or it's very difficult to get disease as a vampire. Oh, and notice everyone that we've lost a little bit of blood. Remember that we did feed some blood to Heather... Oh, I was about to say her name. to the girl that we saved. There. That looks... Holy crap! This looks like our morphine? A pill bottle. Nope, more estrogen. Some pretty awful pictures. This guy has a pace... Is that a pacemaker on his heart? I guess that is... Oh! Oh, God! Look at the fingers this guy has lost. Oh! Oh! That sucks. I've never broken a bone in my life. I have bruised and bones, you know, various body parts, but never broken one yet. And oh, I've heard it's extremely painful. Dr. Malcolm St. Martin. Do we have what we need to get in here? We do not. Okay, well, we do have 4 experience points, but even if I level Dex 1 point, that gives us lockpicking 3, not 4. I would have to use blood buff to get in there. That said, though, there is a door downstairs that requires lockpicking 3, and there's another door in our apartment which requires the same. So why don't we do a little more here, and we will level our dexterity 1 point. Yep, let's do this. So do I want to do this now? Actually, no. You know what, everyone? We'll stop here. When we've been playing, it feels like we've been playing for an hour. I can't believe we've been playing for an hour, but I'm pretty sure we have been. So we will go back to our apartment. I'll explain leveling up to you guys in the next. Once again, in the next episode, we'll watch the TV for a bit. We'll listen to the radio for a bit. Actually, why don't we do that at the end of this episode instead? That way, anyone who doesn't care about that sort of stuff can just skip it. Yeah, okay, my mind's made up. We'll do that right now. So, and then we'll call the session, everyone. In the next episode, we'll come back to the hospital, to the medical clinic, and we will take a peek downstairs into the room we weren't past at least one of the doors that we weren't able to open with a lockpick of 2. I think our 3 will work a little better for us. We can also check one of our neighbors' apartments and see if there's anything in that place too. But first, to our room. So everyone, there's not going to be so we're not playing anymore for this episode. So if you don't care about listening to the radio and the funny things we'll hear on that, or watching the TV, and or listening to me talk about leveling up, thank you for watching what you did, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Otherwise, hang on, everyone. Let's go ahead and spend a little more quality time together. Okay, so let's cover leveling up as quick as I can. I'm going to quickly save this part off because I like what I've done so far, and if I mess describing this up, I want a chance to redo it. So give me a second. All right, everyone. So, experience doesn't work the way it does in many other games. To level up something, you don't level up when you earn a certain amount of experience points, and then, like, you're not level 1 and you become level 2. Instead, your experience is directly placed into the various attributes, abilities, or disciplines that you possess. For example, we have, in the upper right, right down here, we can see we have 4 experience points. If I want to level an attribute from level 1 to level 2, it will show me how much it costs in this corner of the window to do that. Go from level 1 to level 2 is 4 experience points, no matter what skill it is. To go from 2 to 3 is, I think, 8 experience points. To go from 3 to 4 is 12 experience points. And from 4 to 5, I believe, is indeed 16. For skills, going from 0 to 1 is 3. From 1 to 2 is 3. And even from 2 to... and from 2 to 3 is 6, if you want to level it up there. I think from 6 to 4 is 9, and the final one is indeed, I think, 12. This is why when you're creating your character, it is probably best to put multiple points into a skill. Like here for our skills, if I wanted a melee of 3, I should have taken melee 3 immediately upon character creation and not worried about the security 1 point, because that is a more effective use of creating a character, because your points cost no experience points to place. It's absolutely free to place them. So like this was a great use of 2 points in our social attribute, rather than spreading the points out, because it saves you experience points later on. As for your disciplines, it's 5 points, increasing 5 more points per level. So if you go from rank 1 to rank 2 is 5, from 2 to 3 is 10, 3 to 4 is 15, and I think the last one is indeed 20 points. So to go from rank 1 all the way up to rank 5 would be 5, 15, 30, 50. 50 total points if we want to raise celerity all the way to max, for example. And you get a trickle of experience points early on. You get more if you do really well at sneaking past everybody than killing everyone, just a heads up, but I don't think we'll succeed at that. In any case, we do have 4 experience points. It is enough to take one of our attributes at rank 1 to rank 2, and I think I would like to do that. So, I think we will indeed level our dexterity up 1 point. We'll gain a point in lockpicking and a point in sneaking. Alright, so with that done, why don't we go ahead and... Why don't we listen to the radio first? The radio's a little more funny than the TV, and then we'll put on the TV to end the episode. So let's go ahead and do this.
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who will be the lucky... Caller, you've got the first shot at Deb tonight. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
Vigo? So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
I'm working the late shift here at the, yacht club.
Uh-huh. How many boats do you own, Vigo?
2. Actually 3. One is, in the shop.
I used to do a little yachting myself. What brand of yacht do you have?
You probably wouldn't know the brand. I, bought them in Italy.
Ah, la Italia bella. Parlate italiano?
Yes.
Arrivederci, Vigo. Caller 2, you're on The Deb of Night. Be gentle.
Hi, Deb.
Hello, caller.
Hi, Deb.
Is tonight a rerun?
Deb.
Caller number 3, what's keeping you up tonight?
Deb, listen to me, Deb. They're at it again, and people have got to know. They've got to know because they don't know. They won't report this stuff on the news because they own the news.
Hello, Gomez. What's the latest conspiracy?
Conspiracy? This goes beyond conspiracy, okay? There's no word for something as devious and secret as this, you understand? The people need to hear this. They need to know the real story.
You've got our undivided attention.
All right. As we all know, the Americans established a moon base back in the late 70s. That's no secret. But what most people don't know is that they have been conducting a dig. Not for resources, but for artifacts.
I see.
Well, it's no coincidence that the Chinese have started conducting space missions. You know why? I'll tell you why. The reason is because the Chinese are trying to stop the Americans from finding an ancient space probe sent by the Beta Centaurians. And why? Because the Beta Centaurians are giving space technology to the Chinese to get back at the Andromedans, aka the Greys, for giving space technology to the Americans in the 50s.
Fascinating.
The American government's been putting more money into space. Don't you see what's happening? I can't believe I'm the only one that's figured it out. Am I the only person alive that can see what's going on? It's because the Andromedans and the Betas are going to be fighting their war in this galaxy through us, Deb. And the American people, the people of Earth, you people, cannot let this happen. It's Mool versus Atlantis all over again.
Thank you, Gomez, and that concludes the news portion of the show. Well, this girl's got to pay her bills, so it's time for a few commercials. But don't go anywhere. I'm just getting warmed up, or should I say, hot.
Friggin' Chicken recently challenged several random people to a taste test between Friggin' Chicken and the other leading chicken-flavored products. Let's listen for which one they preferred.
Ma'am, care to participate in a taste test? Here, try this leading brand of chicken.
Oh my gosh! Is that week old fish?
Now, try this.
Oh, this is some good chicken. What is this?
Sir, take a test for me?
Sure. Seriously, do you have these up your ass?
Here, try this one.
Hey. Motherfucking great chicken right there. What is this?
It's friggin' chicken.
This is cat, right? Are you feeding me cat?
Try this.
Holy that's good. What the is this
9 out of 10 people preferred Friggin' Chicken over the competition. Why?
'Cause that's some good fucking chicken. I mean, friggin' chicken.
Friggin' Chicken, you'll swear it's the best you've ever had. You love the talking baby movie, and the talking pig, and even the talking car in that show. You know the one I'm talking about. But now prepare for the most hilarious talkingest normally mute object yet. He's Steve Cash, a New York banker and recent whittler down on his luck.
And 10 makes 100. Here's your money, ma'am.
Ma'am, I happen to have a glandular problem. That's it. I'm withdrawing all my millions from this bank.
Cash!
She's an ATM machine with the soul of his dead wife.
There's something familiar about this ATM machine.
I love you.
Wow, those marketing guys are geniuses.
Together, they're learning to make the most of their special situation.
So that girl from accounting used me today.
Really?
She wasn't like everybody else. When she pushed my buttons, she was very gentle.
Oh, honey, if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to make a deposit.
Transferring cash. Wednesdays at 8:30 in the BMC.
That's enough radio. They did a fantastic job on the commercials for that. It reminds me of another game I played. What was it called? Total Distortion was the game. They had a fantastic radio in that one as well. All right, let's watch 3 news broadcasts as well, shall we?
Scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus. Though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. Our top story tonight, a derelict ship found floating 10 miles off the Los Angeles coast earlier this morning was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours ago. The ship was spotted around midnight by fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile. Coast Guard officials are releasing very little information right now, but have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth Dane. No word as of yet as to the whereabouts of the crew, though the Coast Guard are asking any ships that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time. Police urge anyone with information relating to this case to contact them. Actor Ash Rivers is lucky to be alive after his car crashed into the gate at Parasite Studios earlier tonight. Witnesses say that they were shocked when the Negative Zero star emerged unscathed and apparently unfazed by his high-speed accident. Rivers' agent released a statement stating that Rivers' crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark gate's destruction. Miraculously, this is the second crash Rivers has escaped unharmed in the last year.
Hi everyone, that'll do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we'll play some more Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.